Welcome back, race fans, to the Yahoo Cup Series. This is the penultimate race of Season 2. We have 12 guys that can still make the Final Four for the championship race at Homestead, Miami. It's going to be an intense one here as we are in Martinsville Speedway, also known as the Paperclip. There'll be a lot of bumping and running here today. Now with that, let's check out our ones to watch today. Denny Hamlin is currently tied for second in the point standings. He starts up front, and he is very strong at this track as he has many wins in the past. Christopher Bell is currently sixth in the standings, so he's outside looking in, but he has a pretty good chance to make the Final Four if he stays up front here today. Kyle Busch is currently on top of the point standings. However, he starts very far in the back today, outside the top 30. Let's see if he can get up there. And totally a nobody was able to claim the 29 car this week, and the 29 car has a chance to make the Final Four. And don't forget to comment so you can race in Miami. Now let's get to pit road to get to command.
Welcome to the Xfinity 500. Drivers, start your engines!
Much quicker command as you see the drivers rolling off of pit road. Let's check out our starting lineup with Martin Truex and Ty Gibbs in row 1. Row 2 has Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin. Row 3 is Kyle Larson and Bubba Wallace. And row 4 is Christopher Bell and Kevin Harvick. Row 5 is Ryan Preece, Brad Keselowski. Row 6, Ryan Blaney, Eric Almirola. Row 7, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott. Row 8, Joey Logano, William Byron. Row 9, Todd Gilliland and Chris Buescher. And row 10 is Tyler Reddick and Ricky Stenhouse. Row 11 has Totally a Nobody and Austin Cindric. Row 12 is Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell. Row 13 is Justin Haley, AJ Allmendinger, colleague teammates. Row 14 is Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez. Row 15 has Harrison Burton and Eric Jones. Row 16 has Corey LaJoie and your points leader, Kyle Busch. Row 17 is Carson Hocevar, Jimmy Johnson. Row 18 is Ty Dillon, J.J. Yeley. And rounding out the field in row 19 is B.J. McLeod. Now let's check out our point standings before starting this race. Kyle Busch, like I said, is at the top. Hamlin and Buescher are tied for second. Chase Elliott is currently fourth, rounding out your top four here. William Byron and Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick are all very close to getting in. Now here at the Martinsville Speedway, this track is only a half a mile in length. It is a 12-lap event, so same amount of laps as Bristol. Points will be awarded on lap 6. And don't forget to leave a comment so you can have a chance to race in Miami. Now here's your field, ready to take the green flag here in Martinsville. And green flag is in the air. Martin Truex and Ty Gibbs will lead everyone into turn 1 for the penultimate race of Season 2. Truex looks like he'll be able to clear Gibbs coming out of turn 2, and yes he will. Chase Briscoe gets to Gibbs' inside. Hamlin stuck on that outside. Larson looking to his inside for 4th. As Truex leads him down the backstretch going into turn 3. Chase Briscoe is going to get even with Ty Gibbs going to the corner. Larson even with Hamlin. Bell under Bubba for 6 as Hamlin moves Gibbs out the way. He's trying to get to that inside. Maybe he can after this corner, and he does as Bell can't get there. Larson up to 3rd from that. Gibbs falling to 4th. Now 5th as Hamlin gets to 4th. Christopher Bell to the inside of his Toyota teammate for 5th as well. There's Kevin Harvick coming up. Bubba Wallace continues to fall back, but Truex maintains the lead here. Briscoe, Larson, and Hamlin all chasing him single file as Larson moves Briscoe out the way just a little bit as Bell will clear Gibbs for 5th as Larson and Briscoe side by side for 2nd. Larson needs this as he currently is 12th in the points. If he has an absolutely stellar day, he could maybe sneak into the Final Four as Hamlin up to 3rd past Briscoe. Christopher Bell still rounding out your top 5 as Truex continues to lead, I think slowly opening up the gap as well, but Larson I actually think is closing in to correct myself. Bell moving into 4th, Harvick trying to get underneath his Haas teammate for 5th, as Hamlin also closing in on Larson. Harvick's going to take him through wide to get underneath Bell and Briscoe as well. So we have a caution as Eric Jones and Austin Cindric crash in the back here as they go hard into the outside wall. As we saw the back half of that, let's get a replay. So, it looks like Kyle Busch gave Eric Jones some help going into the corner. I don't know if there was prior altercations before that, if they were racing hard, and Eric Jones tried to block. Kyle Busch wasn't having it, and Busch just sent him into the corner, and Cindric had nowhere to go. Unfortunate for Jones, as he has not done very well since he won the Coke 600, and Cindric has just had an abysmal season so far. But Kyle Busch, your points leader, it gets off scot-free. As Eric Jones is very unhappy with Kyle Busch as he door slams him down the back, but he is sent to the garage along with Austin Cindric. As some people decide to come to pit road, as Tyler Reddick, a guy going for the championship right now, also pits. As Chris Buescher does as well, Kyle Busch trying to get some repairs. As Kyle Busch will restart farther in the back than he started the race in, As we see, Brad moves up, Reddick maintains the spot he ended pit road from, Buescher gains spots, Johnson gains spots, Busch stays though. But here's your leaders picking lanes. There's a lot of people trying to stay on the inside. But Denny Hamlin shoots the outside. Green flag is back in the air. Truex and Hamlin. Joe Gibbs' teammates will lead him into turn 1. As Joey Logano's moves up to the field fast, he takes him 3 wide back there underneath Harvick and Chastain, a couple of championship contenders. As Truex and Hamlin stay side by side, Hamlin stays on his corner panel, but I don't think he's going to make it stick. As Bell stays in 4th, staying ahead of Briscoe. He got a good caution, but he gets moved out of the way by Blaney. Gets moved out of the way by another Ford. Blaney up to 4th. Interesting that a non-championship contender would move a championship contender out of the way. We'll see what Bell does about that. But yeah, Hamlin drops back after being stuck on the outside as Larson clears for 2nd. Blaney gets to his inside for 3rd. Logano now enters the top 5 as he started much farther back. He's gained a lot of spots really fast. As he's coming around the final corner to see who gets some stage points here, as it is the last lap for the halfway point. As Truex will win the stage, Larson 2nd, Blaney 3rd, Hamlin and Logano will be 4th and 5th. As Byron also is getting up there. Here's the people who came to pit road coming through the field pretty quickly, as they have much fresher tires. As Hamlin now is falling back to 5th, but Byron's now gotten to his inside for 5th. Hamlin picked the outside to try and see if he could get the lead, but it was just a not very good decision as he is now outside the top 5. Truex continues to lead though. He has been dominating this race. Unfortunately, he does not have any chance to make it to the Final 4, but he is currently looking like a championship contender. As we see Blaney pass Larson for 3rd, Logano gets to his inside as well for 3rd, as Byron is currently 5th, Harvick to Hamlin's inside for 6th, as Logano clears Larson for 3rd. Now Larson has pressure from his teammate Byron, both championship contenders here. Hamlin can maybe get to the inside here as he might have enough room. As, he gets moved out of the way. He got to the inside, but the 29 car, totally a nobody, moved him out the way. But now he's also getting pressure from Chase Elliott, as now Harvick enters the top 5, passing Kyle Larson. Blaney and Logano seem to be slowly closing the gap on Truex there, as we have 3 to go. As, Christopher Bell goes around, championship contender. Christopher Bell just looks like they washed up the track and just didn't have enough room. He bounces off Chase Elliott and spins out and destroys the inside wall. So yeah, I see here, they just squeezed up, totally nobody hits the wall, Chase Elliott in the middle, and Bell just in an awkward spot, bounces off the wall, bounces off Chase Elliott, and then bounces off the inside wall. Unfortunate for a championship contender, and he just kept falling back and got himself in a hole. If he was able to start making those moves and gain some spots, he could have gone back up there, but we don't know. But if you saw in that replay, Almirola and Keselowski were up there gaining spots as there was people coming to pit road. But it was like the point standings one more time for people where they're running. Kyle Busch still trying to get through the field, but Denny Hamlin was falling back there towards the end because he was on the outside. Buescher also needs to gain some spots. So 2 of your championship contenders not looking so good right now. But here's the race off pit road. Alex Bowman loses some positions, and so does Bubba. And the first 3 cars all choose the inside, as now Byron is 2nd on the outside. As it's a green-white check-in here, we have 2 laps remaining. Logano makes a bold 3-wide move there, underneath Blaney and Harvick. As, people getting bumped all over the place here. As Byron holding tough on the outside. He crosses over Truex, actually, going down the backstretch. This is not good for Truex. This is the first time he'll be on the outside or lose the lead all race. As Byron takes the lead, as Logano gets to the inside. He has a really good exit. As here comes Brad Keselowski, but white flag is in the air. They're 3 wide for the lead between Byron, Logano, Truex. Truex falls back to 4th. Logano is the inside, coming out of 2. He's going to clear Byron off the corner. Here comes Blaney for 2nd. Keselowski's entered the top 5 with those fresh tires, but I don't think he has enough time. Elliott and Larson, championship contenders, side by side for 6th. As Blaney moves his way to 2nd, but coming out of the corner, Logano sees the checkered flag, and Joey Logano will win for the 2nd time this season at Martinsville. As we see the rest of the field come across the line, Kyle Busch actually gained a lot of positions. Hamlin kept falling back, but Buescher may not have gained enough spots there at the end to get there. As a crazy, crazy finish, as here's Logano doing his burnout, well-deserved win, as he had to come from almost like about outside the top 20. As let's check our finisher results here. Top 10 was Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, totally a nobody, Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Busch. 4 of the top 5 finishers all could not run for a championship, which is pretty incredible. As Hamlin and Buescher were 15th and 16th, they were tied in points coming into this race. As Christopher Bell, the only championship contender to finish outside the top 20, just unfortunate circumstances that he crashed out there. But here we seem to be tallying up the points to see who your Final Four will be at Miami. And it looks like Kyle Busch, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott will be a Final Four as Chris Buescher misses the championship four by a single point there at the end. As Hamlin and Buescher finished side by side, but Hamlin got 2 stage points, I believe, to just stay in the top four. As here's Westfield Blaney up to 11th now. Unfortunately, couldn't contend for a championship. But Joey Logano also up to 16th there. As I think some of the other championship contenders came close. Sucks for the fan car. They had a really good season but could not make the Final Four. But don't count them out. They could still win Miami. Tyler Reddick was also very close. Christopher Bell, unfortunately, just got very unlucky this race. Fell back and then kind of wrecked himself there. As there's the back half of the field, Spores and Briscoe have just had an abysmal season. But stay tuned for Miami, as that is the final race of Season 2.